Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Trish Crochet. So today we are going to be making coasters. To welcome back to making another episode of making coasters. I have been making a lot of coasters lately, so I wanted to share this beautiful piece of flower coaster. We start by making a slip knot and then chaining 4, and after you're done chaining 4 you will simply slip stitch inside your first chain, making it like a magic ring, and then we will be working inside that magic ring. So start by chaining 4 and then you go inside your first chain. Take your hook and go through your first chain and just pull through a loop and pull through that loop to your last loop, making a slip stitch. So that will form your magic ring, and inside our magic ring we'll make 12 double crochet. We simply start by making our 12 double crochet inside this magic ring, but first off we will just chain 2, but we will not count that as our first double crochet. That is just chaining 2 to start off our 12th double crochet inside the chain. So people who are familiar with double crochet, people who are not, you simply yarn over, go inside your magic ring, pull through 3 loops on the loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loop and pull through, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loop. There you go, your double crochet. So we will be making 12 double crochets like this inside our magic ring, and make sure to hold that tail and do your work holding the circle, so that after you're done making your 12 double crochet you can just pull the tail and adjust and check if your magic ring is a ring or not. So make sure to adjust that tail, pull that tail and check that if your circle is forming, and you can adjust your circle with the help of the tail. So we're going to just make our 12 double crochet inside our magic ring. So we are done with making our 12 double crochet, and after we are done making, we are just gonna pull the tail and tighten our work after making or finishing off with our 12 double crochet, pulling that tail and making sure our circle is tight and clean. So I'm just gonna adjust my work and pull that tail because that circle is not entirely closed. So I'm gonna pull that tail very tightly, and there you go, we have our circle. And then I'm just going to slip stitch my work inside that very first chain I made in the beginning of my work. You simply go inside that chain and you just pull through a loop, take your first loop through your second loop. There you go, your slip stitch. So we're going to begin our second row chaining 2, and then we are going to make double crochet inside every stitches, which will come up to 24 total double crochet. So we are just going to double crochet inside every stitch, 2 double crochet. Okay, so we begin with just going inside our first stitch, making 2 double crochet into every stitch. Alright, so we simply yarn over and go inside that very first chain. We can see, just go inside that very first chain and make 2 double crochet inside that very same chain. Pull through first 2, yarn over, pull through last 2. We have our 1 double crochet. Go inside the same stitch, 3 loops on the loop, yarn over, pull through first 2, yarn over, pull through last 2. We have our 2 double crochet into the next stitch, making 2 double crochet again, pull through 2, and pull through last 2, and then we yarn over, go inside that same stitch, pull through 2, pull through last 2. So like this we keep on increasing by making 2 double crochet inside every stitch until we come up with 24 total number of double crochet. So we're going to make 2 double crochet into every stitches and keep increasing until we reach to total number of 24 double crochet. And there you go. We are going to change our color now because we are already done with making our middle part. Now we are going to start with our petals. So we have our bottom. We are going to change the color because I am choosing a subtle white color for my petals. So I wanted to make a sunflower, but since I'm out of yellow yarn, so I choose white yarn because it's quite refreshing and it looks like kind of your daisies. So I'm taking white yarn and I'm simply going to take my tail and make a knot with my existing brown tail that I had in the beginning of my work. Just gonna chop it off and make a knot, make sure it's tight and it's adjusting properly. So then we are going to start with making our petals. We simply go inside that very stitch and make a single crochet. So for our round tree, or I can say petals, we are just going to start off with making single crochet and then 2 double crochet inside that very same stitch, and then 2 double crochet inside the next same stitch, and then followed by a single crochet. So this is our pattern: 1 single crochet, then 2 double crochet into the next stitch, then 2 double crochet into the next stitch, and then single crochet. So we are going to follow this pattern until we reach total number of 6 petals. So make sure that you are counting your stitches properly so that you don't make a blunder and you don't end up with odd numbers of petals. So we are making our double crochet inside that very same stitch, and I often have a lot of struggle with my yarn, especially when it's chunky or too thin. So we have 1 single crochet, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then we are ending our petal with 1 single crochet. There you go, we have our first petal. 1 single crochet, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, then 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet. Starting with making our second petal, 1 single crochet, and then a double crochet inside the next stitch, and then making another double crochet inside that very next stitch, going inside that very next stitch and making another double crochet, 2 double crochets, and then going into next stitch, making a double crochet, and then going inside that very next stitch again and making another double crochet. So 2 double crochet inside the very same stitch, and then followed by making a single crochet and ending our petal. We just make a single crochet, and there you go, we have our second petal. So my camera was freezing a lot. It could be because of the sunlight, or I don't know, lately my phone hasn't been really supportive. What else should I say? So 1 single crochet followed by 2 double crochet inside that very same stitch, and then we make another 2 double crochet into the next stitch together, ending our petal with a single crochet. So we'll be following this pattern until we have 3 more petals, which will sum up to 6 total petals. So we are simply going inside the very first chain and making a slip stitch, and then we will start by making our second row of petal, but we are not going to chain anything. We're just simply starting with making one single crochet and then one double crochet in the next stitch, then two double crochet in the next stitch together, then two double crochet in the next stitch together, followed by one double crochet and one single crochet. So we are making our one double crochet and then we will make our two double crochet inside that very next stitch, and then we will make our another two double crochet inside that very next stitch. Then we are making our one double crochet and then we will end our row with one single crochet. So this is the pattern we will be following until we reach 6 petals, and after that we will be making our third number row, which will lead to a bigger size of petal. So here, until and unless you're not satisfied with the height of the petals, you keep making your rows. For me, I did not make more than 3 rows of petals, so I am just making one single crochet, one double crochet, two double crochet, two double crochet, one double crochet and one single crochet. So this is the pattern you will be following. I have fast forwarded my video because I do not wish to make this video too lengthy. So I'm making my one double crochet and then we will end the row with we will end the finish of the petal with our one single crochet. So remember, whenever you're finishing off a petal, you finish off with the one single crochet, but when you are starting, you make another single crochet and you start off the work. Just because you made a single crochet in the end of your work, that does not mean you do not make a single crochet in the beginning of your petal, even if they're clashing together. So we have reached, already looks like a flower, but still I'm gonna make one more row until it looks more a bigger form of petals, because I want my petals to be big. I do not want them to be pointy, so I'm not aiming for pointy petals. I just want very round circular petals. So we're just finishing off with our one single crochet, and then we are going to just slip stitch and we are starting off our next row. So in the last round we made one single crochet and one double crochet and two double crochet, two double crochet, one double crochet and one single crochet. But in this row we will be making an increase as well, but we will be just adding one double crochet in the beginning of our work and one double crochet in the end of our petal. Alright, so what we'll be doing is that we start off work with one single crochet and then we make one double crochet into every individual stitch, two individual stitches, followed by next stitch we make two double crochet together, and then next stitch we make two double crochet together again, followed by one double crochet into our next two individual stitches, then finishing off the petal with our single crochet. So this is the pattern you follow until you reach your 6 petals. So I am making my one single crochet and then one double crochet in the next stitch, and then one double crochet again in the next stitch, then two double crochet in the same stitch, then in the next stitch two double crochet together, and then the next stitch one double crochet, and then followed by next stitch one double crochet again, and then finishing off with our single stitch. There you go, you have your very circular round puffy petals. So we're going to follow this pattern, so please follow this pattern. So I have made my single crochet and I'm making my 1 double crochet followed by 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And then followed by 2 double crochet together into that very same stitch, going inside that very same stitch, making our next double crochet, and then going into that next stitch and making 2 double crochet together into that very same stitch, going inside that same stitch, making 2 double crochet, and then we are going to make 1 double crochet into our next 2 stitches, finishing off our petal with 1 single crochet. I've not kept this video too lengthy, so you can just follow my caption and you can follow the instructions I have given in my video and also in the description, and I'm pretty sure you'll come up with a beautiful puffy flower. And if you are aiming for pointy flowers, then I will post that format or pattern some other day, but as of now I'm pretty much satisfied with my roundish flowers. So then I am going to finishing off this row. We already have our 3 petals, and then I'm going to make 3 more until we reach our last portion. So I'm just making my 1 normal double crochet and then another double crochet into that very same stitch, and then followed by 2 double crochet into 2 individual neck stitches, and then finishing off my petal with single crochet. So our flower is ready. It looks very cute. You can use this flower in your sweater, you can use it anywhere, but I am aiming to use it in my coaster because this flower is very ideal for using for coaster, serving your warm beverage, tea, coffee, anything with your flower coasters. It looks pretty, elegant and very cute. So just finishing off, and you can also continue with making another row if you wish or aim to make pointy edges of your flowers. So my flower coaster is ready and it looks very pretty, although I just made a little bit of blunder in that middle portion. What I did was I simply joined my row, but I did not make a slip stitch. So always remember to make a slip stitch. It makes your work much more lenient and cleaner. So I'm just going to take that white tail and sew it the bottom of my back portion. So I'm just gonna sew it, and then I'm gonna tie a knot with my existing brown yarn to make sure that yarn doesn't wear off or it doesn't come off whenever I do a wash or a machine wash, or if my cat or dog ever tries to screw or play with my coasters. So you can see that cute cat and that bear coaster. I also have a existing video of it in my YouTube channel. You can go and check out. I'm just gonna make 2 knots. I'm not making too many or else it's going to be very bloppy. So I'm just going to chop that off, excess yarn. Not chopping off from too close, but chopping off, just keeping a little bit, and that bottom yarn you can just sew it and then you can chop off. There you go, we have our beautiful flower coaster, and you can let me know in the comment box or any recommendation what kind of videos you want. Look at that cute Siamese cat. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye. Ta-da.